something that I know I've already done. Every single day, I'll do something and then I'll be like, wait a second. I know for a fact I already did this. I lived this day. Sometimes I know for a fact I lived it 3 times. Like sometimes I swear to you I've done this like a bunch of times. Like I'll have the same deja vu. It's like I'm repeating like some kind of circle or something, because I'll have deja vu and I'll be like, this is like, and I'll remember having deja vu of it over and over again. So like when you get deja vu, you think, oh, well, I definitely know, I have deja vu, I remember this happening. But that'll happen over and over. So I'll have the same deja vu. Not all the time, it's different deja vu a lot, but sometimes it'll be just the same thing. I'll be like, I know I've done this. Am I doing this like a million times? I'm so confused. Like I know I've done this a bunch of times. You just get the feeling you've done it a bunch of times. That happens to me a lot, and that happens to me every day. I get deja vu every day. And that's a really freaky one, because it's just so clear and present. It's like, it's so clear. It's like, it's not like, did I do this before? It's like, damn it, I've done this before. What the hell? It's like a punch in the face. Like, you have done this before. It's not like sometimes it is like, oh, did I do this before? But a lot of times it's like, I know for a fact I've done this before. I can just remember so well that I've done this before. And so I get extreme deja vu like that, which is already weird enough, but I always have these, I feel like I have I'm not positive on this one, but I feel like I have dreams about people and places and stuff, and then I'll see that person, or I'll meet that person, and I'll be like, I had a dream about you, and they'll be like, that's weird. Like, I know. Well, that's why I usually don't tell people that I had dreams about them unless I know them already. If I don't know you and I had a dream about you, they're not going to talk about that, because they're going to think I'm just the craziest tinfoil hat wearing person ever. And I only use that term, I'm not trying to be like rude to anybody. I only use that term because that's what people who don't know you, or people who don't understand the concept of like thinking outside the box or outside the norm, they kind of, call you tinfoil hat type of people. We all know that's we all think outside the box, so we're not like the tinfoil. We know it's not like that. We know it's not like, all the aliens are grays and I don't even know if wearing a tinfoil hat would actually protect you from anything. I feel like that's like dumb, kinda. I don't know. Somebody tell me. I feel like it's stupid to think that a tinfoil hat would protect you from any sort of telepathy that an alien. I feel like that's dumb. Anyway, if they wanted to telepathically connect to you, I don't think a tinfoil hat would help. So for all you people that think we're tinfoil hat wearers, I mean, I would research that if I were you. I don't think that that's possible. Anyway, I could be wrong. I'm wrong about stuff. Yeah, so I can admit to that. I'm wrong about stuff sometimes, but it's just my own instinct to think, I don't think that would work. Anyway, God damn it, what was I talking about? What was I talking about? I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh, I was talking about my dreams. Okay, anyway. So the other day, and okay, I was also going to say that I feel like people have dreams about people that they have watched on TV or that they have talked to. That happens. That's normal. I feel like that's normal. But I have those dreams a lot, and the dreams will be so vivid that they feel like complete realities. Like, I had this dream about David Wilcock, Corey Good, and a random person that I have no idea who that is. I had a dream about them. This is like probably the 5th time I've had this dream, but most of the time I can't remember them. I have a real huge problem with my memory, because ever since, obviously you guys know that I can't remember anything from my past, but like I have a really hard time remembering anything, and so I don't remember my dreams all that well, but I remember feelings really well. It's like feelings stick to my DNA. It's like when I have a feeling, I remember the feeling, but I don't remember the picture or the image or the, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure what happened, but I'm sure that I felt it. Like, I know I remember this, but I remember parts of this dream. We were at some sort of, I don't know, convention or something. Fuck, this is gonna be so hard. Okay, I'm gonna skip the dream part, because it's so hard for me to remember, and it stresses me out, and I actually have a headache, like, right here. Like, whenever I try to remember something, I get a headache. It gives me, like, a migraine. That's why it's so, it still hurts. That's why it's so stressful to like not remember your past, because you really want to, and then you try to remember and it gives you a headache. I don't know if that happens to anybody else. Please comment if that happens to you. I have a serious headache right now from trying to remember my dreams and trying to remember stuff from when I was a kid. I have a headache. I'm not sure what else I was going to talk about, to be honest. I just had a bunch of stuff I wanted to say, and really about me and about my past and everything. What else was I going to say? Anyway, it's weird because it's like I can remember a few things from being younger, and then it stops and it skips. It's not like it's just overall nothing from birth to now, or from birth to 17. It's like it all, like I can kind of remember being like 5th grade is probably the most prominent memory of all the memory lapse back then, which is weird, right? I mean, it's like I kind of remember, I don't know why I would be able to remember 5th grade more than anything else, but middle school is odd because it's the most gone. Between 6th, 7th, and 8th, 9th grade, it's like the most gone. I can't remember anything. Like, it's, I'm trying to remember now. It's giving me a headache again. But that was the most empty. I can vaguely remember 5th grade, and before that I don't really remember anything. I'm sure a lot of people don't remember being like 3 or 4, but actually I know a lot of people that do. They'll be telling me stories about when they were 3 and stuff, and I'm like, how the hell do you remember being 3? I don't understand that. But anyway, I don't remember what else I was trying to say, but let's see. I don't know, if I remember, I'll come back. I remembered. It's funny. But I was gonna, I don't know why I'm wearing this hood right now. My head's quite freezing in here. Okay, so I was gonna say, how does this relate to the Mandela effect? I don't think the Mandela effect relates to everything in my life. It's not like that, but it kind of relates to this because I was wondering, and I just wanted to pose the question to see if anybody else maybe had any thoughts about this, but I just wanted to pose the question that maybe I was on a different timeline, and then that's why now I can't remember. I don't know. I mean, I know everybody doesn't believe in like timelines. I don't even know, wholeheartedly what I believe about everything. It's just, it's the art of conversation. I like to just pose the question and get reactions. It's not like because you talk about something you have to believe in that something, like that's your hard belief. It's just that's how you communicate. We communicate so that ideas can snowball, and that so people can create ideas and stuff. So that's the only reason why I pose these types of questions and like talk about it, and I want to know what everybody else thinks. Like, I always ask people to comment because it's not because I want engagement on my video. Like, I want people to comment so that I can learn something, because I'm over here just like confused girl all by myself with all these thoughts and feelings, and nobody to talk to that doesn't think I'm some psychopath. So I like for people to help me and just comment and stuff, and you don't have to agree with me or anything like that. Just comment. I just want to learn. But I want to know how this relates to the Mandela effect, and maybe a sense that, or not even the Mandela effect necessarily, but like any kind of quantum effect, to where like I wonder if it's one of those times where I was dreaming or awake dreaming, and I woke up and I felt like I was in a different place. That maybe I was. Maybe one of those times that happened like a long time ago, or maybe every time that happens, I jump into a different version of me, and then that's why I can't remember the past me, is because that wasn't me. Like, if I feel like if there's you in different parallel places, that you is never going to be you. It's not possible, because that you is always going to have different experiences, so that you is not you. Like, it's you, but since you don't have the same memories, it's really not you. It's almost like having a twin, because everything is the same about you guys. Hold on. Everything is, the same about you guys, but you have different memories and different experiences. So I was wondering that since maybe that first time that happened to me, that I had that fucked up experience where I was paralyzed and seeing demons, which people say that seeing your dreams projected like a screen, and I feel like that's kind of what it is. And I feel like that's why when I have such vivid dreams about people, I'm all over the place. God, smash that dislike button. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I keep saying that. I'm not funny, I know, I'm awkward. But I only say stuff, I only try to be funny because I'm awkward, not because I think I'm funny. But dang it, I got off track now. I can't think of what I was saying. Oh, maybe since that first time that happened, maybe I jumped into some sort of other me, and then that's why I can't remember from before. I wonder, I'm posing that question to you guys. I would like you to comment on that. That's kind of an interesting one. But what I was saying about my dreams is I have such vivid dreams, and I had this vivid dream about David Wilcock and Corey Gooding. The only reason why I think that they were both in it is because those two are connected to each other. Like, they're like besties or something. I don't know. They always hang out and they always talk to each other and stuff. So I don't know if that's why they were together in this dream. But I always have such vivid dreams, and I swear to you, it's like a lucid dream. Like, I swear to you, I feel like I was awake. Like, the whole time I was in this dream, I thought I was awake. Like, I had no idea I was sleeping. I don't know. I'm sure that's a normal. I don't know what's normal. I'm crazy. I don't know. I don't know what's normal. So sometimes I'm like, that could be a normal thing. That could not be a normal thing. I don't know. But what it feels like is that it's projected like when you watch TV. Does that make sense to anybody? I don't know. But it's just, it feels so real. It feels like I can feel like at some point I know like I touched his hand, and like I could it's like actually touching somebody's hand. Like I could feel it. And I know that's really weird. And his hair. This is gonna sound like the craziest possible freaking thing ever, and I know everybody's gonna think I'm insane. But you know how everybody's hair has like a different texture? Well, it's like I could feel it. And I could feel Corey's hair too. And I know that's weird. I don't know why I was even touching their hair. I do not know why I would be like, hair. Like, I don't even know why I would be touching somebody's hair. But I just remember the feeling of hair, like of touching their hair. And his hand. Only I didn't touch Corey's hand. I touched David's hand. But I remember touching the hand. And it was cold. And I remember touching the hair. As weird as that sounds. But anyway, I'm more interested in the whole jumping part, because I feel like for the longest time, probably since 5th grade, that's probably the first time that may be the first time that happened to me, that I had the dream where I like jumped into, like, where I woke up, my head was gonna explode and I woke up somewhere else, or I felt like I was somewhere else when I woke up. Whenever I wake up from that, I feel like I'm in a different world. I feel like something's not right. Like something's different, and I feel out of place, like out of body. Like if you were to jump into a parallel world, it would take your body a second to reform. That's the feeling I was trying to get at. Like when you turn your TV on and it takes a second for the image to come through. That's how I felt. Like it took my body a second to reform, and my mind and everything. It took everything a second to like assemble into a whole piece. And that kind of makes me wonder about maybe the fact that I jumped into another me. Maybe I have some kind of weird like ability to jump into different me's, but I can't control that shit. And that's really fucked up. Because and also this is the first time I've ever said it out loud and thought about it, so maybe I didn't even know I could do it. I'm not saying I can do it. It's just an interesting hypothesis, I guess. It's a very interesting one because of the fact that I've always felt different from everybody else. I always felt like I was not a real person. People always enjoyed shopping and talking about clothes and makeup and stuff, you know, if you're a girl, and like talking about boys, and like I never enjoyed any of that stuff. I don't want to talk about that. All I wanted to talk about was the stars. All I wanted to talk about was something better. And I don't know, guys. So many parts to a heavy heart. You guys know what I mean? I'll see you guys later.